Hi, my name is Sam, and I play the viola.
Hi, my name is Jaewon An, and I play the cello. Yeah, my background is very limited. I know that there are certain sounds, like duduk sound, having been played in movies like Gladiator or like Pirates of the Caribbean.
I didn't really get to familiarize myself with the music until the opportunity came to play in the VEM quartet. It's been a great experience getting to know the music of Komitas and Mansurian and of many living composers too that are writing great music.
So when I first was introduced to Havun, I heard a traditional performance with duduk, which is an Armenian double reed instrument. I thought it was a beautiful tune, and when I heard it, I thought it was very introspective and spiritual in nature. There's something very like euphoric about listening to a tune like this, and I was very captivated by that. So I first looked at the music and I decided to transcribe it into the bass clef, but since it repeats, I wanted to also bring out the treble, the higher side of the cello playing and cello sound. Another important aspect that I really want to bring out was the drone sound with the duduk in the back. I think that is a very traditional way of representing Armenian music, and I thought it was essential that I also brought that out. So I asked Sam if he could join my playing, and I think that really worked out because that brought out this sense of timelessness and tranquility.
I think that that's sort of what makes chamber music so great, is that everyone has a little bit different story to tell, different ways to express themselves musically, and everyone is contributing equally to the sound of the whole group.
Hello, my name is Bryn Kirsch, and I have the honor of coming before you tonight as the first recipient of the Mansurian Music Composition Award. You are about to hear the world premiere of my string quartet, Endeavor, and I hope that the piece rings with tradition and innovation. A special thank you to my friend and mentor Ian Krause, who lent me his wisdom of Armenian music, which was no doubt informed by his own heartfelt piece, Armenian Requiem. And finally, my deepest thanks to Jay and Elizabeth Schlichting and the Lark Music Society for hosting this competition. And thank you to the UCLA Armenian Music Program for their continued commitment to bringing original music to life during very difficult times. The VEM Quartet did a commendable job bringing this music to life in an unconventional and difficult way with regard to the COVID-19 crisis. And with that, I hope you enjoy the piece.
Hi, I'm Alan Lee. I'm the second violinist of the VEM Ensemble. And prior to coming to UCLA, I actually had no knowledge of Armenian culture and even the Armenian genocide. And it was only upon meeting Professor Pogossian and Professor Manuelian that I really started to take an interest in Armenian culture.
Recording of Endeavor by Kirsch, and that piece was very groovy. I almost feel as if there's kind of a jazzy element to it. There's a lot of passing of voices between all the parts, the violins to cello to viola, and that was a struggle of putting together. How we combated that as a group was to actually play all of our parts together as an individual. So it was really cool getting to be able to learn this kind of process of learning each other's parts and putting it together.
Personally, I've had to study music by Mansurian. Tigran Mansurian's music was a very great way for me to sort of focus my efforts and really hone in on finding inspiration to keep chugging along during this time. I think one of the challenges with Lamento by Mansurian is the simplest things require the most thought. When trying to put ideas into even like a single note, the importance of the fourth in Armenian music and the Armenian tetrachord. But again, it's like very pleasing to my ear, so it was very easy to sort of get that instilled in sort of my process of understanding Mansurian's music. So Lamento, the dissonance quality, that's something that I had to really focus on, not only get it in tune, but also just get the character of it. I'm not quite the kind of guy who really gets angry all that much, but in this piece, it really forced me to be more compelling with my emotions.
So one of my goals as a musician is to spread music to new audiences. We actually got to share these videos, the Kakavik or the Partridge, and also Clouds by Komitas, to children in Armenian elementary schools around LA County. And they were so excited when they first heard the first few notes. They knew what the piece was, and I could just see in their smiles how happy they were to recognize these pieces that they grew up with. And that was a really fulfilling experience for me. We'll be having the opportunity in the coming months to share these video projects to children in Armenia through Zoom and online. And I think that'll be a really fun experience just to connect with these children.
One thing that I hope in the future that I'll be able to do is to be able to travel to Armenia and to really even discuss maybe some of Mansurian's ideas in this piece.
So I didn't know anything going into it except for, you're going to be singing this Armenian music with the string quartet. It'll help you pay for school. This is great. And from there, getting to work with Movses and Bache, and just learning so much about Armenian music and about Armenian culture. It's been really great. Absolutely. In the Armenian music I'm singing, there's a lot of this deep connection with Armenia herself, sort of as a homeland. A lot of yearning and love lost. And to me, that speaks to the loss of Armenians being removed from Armenia after the genocide. In the song Mushegh, which is it's a dialogue between the wind and a flower, but the flower is Armenians, and there's this specific line saying, if you pick me, and take me from my homeland, I will die. And that's always struck me as being so heart-wrenching and so sort of indicative of this feeling of removal from a place that's your lifeblood. I think important to note is the difference between learning a piece and perfecting a piece. You don't have to be focusing on, nuances of technique or trying to remember a word, but you can actually just sing it and all of your emotion is going into what you're saying.
Hello, and thank you very much for tuning in. It's incredibly hard to introduce a piece that is very personal. My baby son, Shams, his name means sun in Arabic, was born in February while I was sketching this piece. And our dear friend Anais wrote a wonderful poem inspired by Armenian troubadours, but also dedicated to him. Needless to say that this poem shifted the whole narrative about the piece, but also I think in the same way that Baby Shams changed our lives, both Layal and mine. I hope you'll enjoy the piece. I hope that one day Baby Shams will hear it and that he will like it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy.
This first poem that I wrote for Kinan's composition was inspired by a song by the troubadour Havasi. Armenian troubadours would sign their songs, which were only passed on orally, by including their name in the lyrics. Fold your name into a song and place it on the wind. Bid the wind take up your song to carry to your love. And if your song's unheard because the wind died down, your love turned deaf, you will not know it. You need not know it. Your fingers fold into a song to place upon the wind, to place upon the wind. And the second poem was written for the little Shams, whose name means sunlight. We yearn for light, the timbre of a mother's voice bent to curved arms. We long for a song, the color of the sun she cradles there.
the wind, take up your song to carry to your love. To curved arms, we